Here are the stats and extracurriculars that got me into an Ivy League without SAT. So first of all, I did not take any SAT or ACT. Start with my activities. I have my Common App here. The first activity is a paid internship, which was social media marketing and design at Pocket Stories, where I designed the UI UX, website and logo, configured Instagram ads, SEO, analyze competitors, manage Shopify inventory, listing, sales, layout, and navigation. Next, we have another paid internship, which is a social media and graphic design internship at Control Shift Green, where I design branding, logos, typography, color palette, and Instagram posts for social media, optimize and analyze captions, hashtags, and analytics. The next activity, which is my third activity, is Aerial Silks, which I think is the extracurricular activity which is the most unique thing in my application as compared to other candidates. So at Aerial Silks, I was an instructor, a club founder, and a leader. So I did have a leadership position in this as well. I was a certified advanced instructor. I trained 3 hours, twice a week, choreographed and instructed students 1 hour a week, and I performed in 4 showcases. I completed my advanced examinations, and what isn't updated here is that I won the Fly High Aerial Art annual competition in the adults category, and I sent that as an additional report to the universities. The fourth activity I have is art, specifically visual arts, where I was the best student awardee, and I also did summer school. Over there, I studied and designed fashion, interiors, digital photography, product design, character design, animation, installations, charcoal, linoc art, and acrylic. So this is a culmination of both my IGCSE, my IBTP, and my summer school. So I tried to just summarize all of that into the description of this activity. The next activity is dance, where I was a club founder and head and a professional student at the DanceWorks Performing Arts Academy. I instructed 40 students twice a week. I led choreography for 3 plays. I trained 4 hours a week in contemporary ballet, jazz, modern hip hop, lyrical, and folk. Now for art and dance and Aerial Silk, actually, I had created specific portfolios, like creative portfolios, and to the universities that accepted that, I did submit it through their slide room application. Otherwise, I did also put in my Google Drive and additional information, which if you guys want a separate video about, I can make that. And if there are any other videos you guys want, just leave it in the comment section down below, or let me know on Instagram, and I'll be sure to consider them and make those videos for you guys. The next activity I have is music vocal, where I was the lead singer, performer, and band member. I sang thrice in 1,000 people theaters. I was hired to sing a school anthem. I performed in the music club band and competed in school competitions and talent shows. The next activity is community service, where I was a volunteer. I was an animal welfare rescuer, fundraiser, and volunteer at the Zara Project, Yoda, and World for All. I raised $7,200 for an animal ambulance. I rescued and fostered 5 puppies. Actually, one of them is with me right now. I volunteered for a neutering project, and I raised $800 via shelter visits and media, as well as a dog adopt-a-thon, which my brother actually conducted, and I had a stall over there to raise funds. Next is computer/technology, where I was a lifestyle content creator and editor. This channel that you're seeing actually had a lot of videos, but I decided to archive them because they were frankly cringe. But yeah, it's called Fits by Arjun, of course, and my Instagram is still up for other content, and the YouTube channel, of course, which was meant for fashion, Aerial Silks, productivity, and dance, but now it's mainly focused on academics, so don't unsubscribe. I analyze captions, hashtags, and analytics with search engine optimization. I color graded and sound designed reels, videos, thumbnails, scripts, and posts for over 500,000 views. Now, this might not seem like a lot of views, but I decided to just put it in to add some statistics to my application, and also for them to know that, you know, this is a real human being, and it's not going to be someone who can excel at like everything. And, you know, there are some like places where I don't have to get like millions of views, and I didn't want to lie in this application. So, yes. The next activity is again computer and technology. I think my last 3 activities are computer and technology because that's really like something that meant quite a bit to me. And it was gaming live streamer and content creator. I'm not going to disclose the name, but in organization name, I said playing, communicating, and building a community on Twitch, which is the streaming platform, where I streamed for 367 hours, a total of 188 subscriptions, with $1,000 in both subscriptions and donations in total. And I also launched a gaming podcast, designed 3D character models, overlays, coded commands, and leaderboards. The next activity is again computer and technology, as I said, where I was a Discord server manager and a podcast founder. So I decided to repeat podcast founder in this because it was a part of both my gaming channel and, you know, it was like a separate podcast. And I said the organization name is Discord. I mentioned the 2 servers, and there were 200 plus member servers with 150,000 plus messages, where I collaborated with other servers for product promotion, coded boards, hired staff, invented events, and designed a layout. So I think that just adds something a little different to my application than what you would normally see, especially with aerial silks and, you know, having Discord servers or being a podcast founder. You know, it might be as simple as you actually doing that, but not having the mindset to put it in your Common App. So maybe this is inspiration for you. Next, let's move on to education. So these are my stats. Overall in high school, which is from grades 9 to 12 or from freshman to senior, I maintained a 3.8 plus GPA on a 4 scale because we have it unweighted. And some semesters or some years were obviously better than others. I cannot speak. Where I did get like a 4 or a 3.95, but honestly, I would just say 3.8 plus was, you know, my average. So first I'll start with grade 9 and 10. I will start by giving you my final results. So in coordinated sciences, it was a double A star with a 93 percentile. First language English, A star 93. Foreign language French, A 88. Business Studies, A star 90. Cambridge International Mathematics, A 85. Literature and English, A star 96, which was my highest grade awarded. I also was distinction for the I certificate. Art and Design 83A and Geography A 83 again. So those were my final IGCSE grades. And then for grade 9, I'll just read my final grades, which was first language English A, literature A, French A plus, geography A plus, bio A, chem A minus, physics A plus, math A, art A minus, business studies A plus. And then for grade 10, it's first language English A, literature A, French A, geography A, bio A, chemistry B plus, physics A minus, math B plus, art A, business A. So this is when COVID really took a toll on some of my grades, but then I think I recovered them in grade 11. And grade 11 had me switching into the IPDP. For grade 11, my final grades were English A, Art A, Business A plus, Spanish A plus, ESS A plus, and Math A minus. For grade 12, we only have our Sem 1 grades, and for those, it's English A minus, Art A, Business Management A plus, Spanish A minus, ESS A, and Math A. And moving on to the last section, which is honors. To put 5 honors in your common application. The first honor is the ICS 14th International Painting Competition 2022, where I submitted an artwork on the theme of travel diaries, and I was one out of the 12 winners, and it was for a calendar, so one of the months has my artwork in it, and there were a total of 1,300 entries, and this was an international award in grade 12. The next thing is a finalist in the India Innovation Challenge, which was hosted by University of Sydney, where we had to make an entire campaign about, you know, global warming and climate change and our solution to it, and that was a national award in grade 12. I then got the Best Student Award for Outstanding Achievement in grade 11 for Business Management, Visual Arts, and ESS. I retained this award in grade 12 for Business Management and Visual Arts as well. And this was a school award in grade 11 given to the student who excelled the most in that specific subject, and this was only applicable for higher level subjects, except for ESS, which doesn't have a higher level. Then we have 6 principal roles, which is a 3.8 plus GPA in grade 9 Sem 1 and 2, grade 10 Sem 1, grade 11 Sem 1 and 2, and grade 12 Sem 1. And then the last thing I put is first place in the group 4 project, which is awarded to 1 out of 6 groups. This is when all the group 4 sciences, which is ESS, biochem, physics, came together to make this interdisciplinary project, and that was a grade 11 project, and we actually placed first. So yeah, that is my stats, extracurriculars, and honors video for you guys. If you guys have any specific videos that you want me to cover, or like any topics you guys want me to cover, leave it down in the comment section down below, or DM me on Instagram, and I'd love to give personal advice. I have a bunch of you messaging me right now, and I am so happy to be giving advice through voice messages and text. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and stay tuned to see why I will end up committing. Also, by the way, this is my brother's school, so I'm not really committed to USC yet, but you will find out soon in the video I post. Okay, bye.